What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. 6+ Lucy is finally going to be arriving on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global. Now, this is going to be arriving on the 31st of May at 1900 PST time, so it's only a few days away. I'm really looking forward to this one. This character is really cool and is going to be very useful in an upcoming ranking blitz battle event as well, so look forward to that. I'll be uploading a separate video talking about that specific event in greater detail. But yes, this Sugo Fest is to celebrate the release of the Super Evolution of Lucy. Now, if you guys are playing One Piece Treasure Cruise around the time when Kaido got released earlier this year in February, if you were playing that game, you could log in for 7 days throughout our anniversary period, and you got Legend Lucy for free. So if you were playing back then, you would already have Legend Lucy. So goes without saying, there's literally no reason to summon on this banner. However, for those people who don't have Lucy, this is going to be an option for you. Now, I just don't think it's a really good idea considering, you know, we've got the Luffy and Zoro and Sober Mask banner literally still here in the game at this current point in time. So I think it's much better to spend your gems there. It makes more sense to spend your gems there rather than spend them here. But let's talk about this Sugo Fest structure, and then we'll talk about the new Super Evolution unit. So for this Sugo Fest, first multi is discounted at 30 rainbow gems. The second multi is discounted at 40 rainbow gems. Third multi, you're guaranteed to get 6-star Lucy. And he's not super evolved, so you still have to use the skulls to super evolve him. But you do get Legend Lucy, so that's cool. Fourth multi is a rate boosted unit. Fifth is a Sugo Fest exclusive. Look, if you're going past that guaranteed step, like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, obviously they've got limited pool legends up in here, but like, no, just don't do that. Just do yourself a favor and just do not do that. That is just ridiculous. But Legend Lucy is going to be here. Sun Goro is also boosted here on this banner. You've got Komurasaki, Luffy and Law, Carrot, all very good units. All of these characters actually work with Legend Lucy as well, so I suppose it kind of makes sense. I mean, Komurasaki doesn't really make too much sense. Neither does this Carrot, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, Sober Mask could definitely work with him, and Luffy and Law could definitely work with him. You wouldn't really be using Komurasaki or Carrot with Lucy. They probably could have rated up some better units there. But either way, let's talk about Legend Lucy. Let's talk about his Super Evolution and what does he get? What does he change from his original version, right? So I have 2 copies of Legend Lucy. I have one that's rainbowed and one that's not rainbowed, and obviously I'm going to be super evolving my rainbowed one. So we can go ahead and check that you do need a red and a blue skull in order to super evolve him. Now, we have had the ambush quest available throughout, you know, the past few weeks, like throughout the past month, really. There's been consistent ambushes available on very easy content. So hopefully you guys have a skull available for both of these, both the skulls available for this Lucy. He's definitely worth it. Let's talk about him. So his artwork already looks very good. I'm a huge fan of the artwork. You've got Rebecca in the background, obviously. Now he's no longer the Lucy character. He's actually now Sabo, Revolutionary Army Chief of Staff. So let's go through what he does. Now, he's actually changing his class and his colors. He's no longer a strength fighter striker. He is now a quick fighter free spirit. And his captain ability is going to go ahead and boost strength, dex, and quick character's attack as per usual. He also reduces their cooldown by 1 turn at the start of the fight, which is an upgrade from the original version. The original version did not do that. So he's still going to be 2.75 times attack, 1.3 times HP. Is the 1.3 HP different, or is he only 1.2 in his original version? No, it was still 1.3. Okay, mind you, it's been a long time since I've actually used Lucy as a captain. But either way, 2.75 times attack, 1.3 health, -1 cooldown. Then it says it also makes their strength, dex, and quick orbs count as beneficial to the entire team. The older version of Lucy would only make dex and quick beneficial, and then he decreases the chances of strength orbs appearing. So they've just changed it where no, he no longer does that, and now just make them beneficial, which I think is a good idea, honestly. Then he says if you have no Psi or no Int characters on your team, you will then boost those strength, dex, and quick units by an additional 1.4 times, which if you calculate it, it ends up being a 3.85 times multiplier. So with no Psi or Int characters on your team, you have a flat out 3.85 attack, 1.3 health, -1 cooldown. Very, very good. And Strength Dex quick matching for your whole team. Like, this unit is good. This unit is very, very good. They didn't really need to change too much with his captain ability. He was already, still to this day, like a pretty good unit to use as a captain. They only just buffed his multiply very slightly. Previously, he was a 3.71. So he went from 3.71 up to 3.85. So a very, very minor increase to the attack. And then, of course, the additional cooldown is always nice as well. So if you're running double Lucy, you just get 2 additional cooldown for free at the start of the fight. Very good. Now let's talk about his special ability. So his special ability has changed very slightly as well. So it reduces your crew special charge time by 1 turn. Very good. He also will boost the attack of Strength Dex and Quick by 1.75 times for 1 turn. And if you hit 3 perfects during that turn, you get a 2 times attack boost in the following turn. So there are a couple of differences here. Let's go over to the brand, to the old one. So the old one, just as a comparison, was the exact same thing, but you needed to hit 4 perfects in order to get the 2 times attack in the following turn. And as a special ability, this guy did not reduce special cooldowns. Now, that actually makes a big difference, the fact that he actually reduces your crew special cooldowns, because, I have to go back to the old version to actually see this. When you check his crewmate ability, one of his crewmate abilities states that he reduces his own special reverse by 2 turns. A lot of people actually didn't know that he had this, but this is a great crewmate ability, and they're really utilizing this ability that he has, because they didn't utilize it in his original form. So I love that they're doing that. So now he's 6+, has just an added utility base added to him. He just has the ability now to just reduce your character's cooldowns whenever they're rewinded, on top of giving them an attack boost. So yeah, I do love what they've done here with his super evolution, but he does lose out on a couple of things upon super evolving. The fact that he now becomes a fighter free spirit is both a good and a bad thing. He now becomes a free spirit unit, meaning that you can actually go ahead and use all of the new batch that just arrived on global. So Luffy and Zoro could be used as a friend captain here because he is free spirit. So you can run a full free spirit slasher strength dex quick team. That could work. You could also use him with sober mask. That also can work very well. As long as you're running a full strength dex quick team, that is a very, very good way to go about it. And then also, when you have both of them as the captains, you'll have tandem slots and strength dex quick counted as beneficial all the time. So that's just really cool, right? But also all of those new subs that just came out, Legend, not the Legend carrot, but the new Dex Rare Recruit carrot, who's a color affinity booster, gets rid of block orbs, changes them into tandem slots. So that's really good because he is also a free spirit, so he can get the beneficial color affinity from that. The great utility with the new Usohachi as well. The new Okiku that came out in the Kizuna Clash is also a very good sub for this character. Lots of these units that are coming out are very, very good. So I'm really, really happy about that he has, you know, the ability to work with those new units, because it does make him very, very good. However, one of the big key components that he actually loses out on, the fact that he loses the striker class, is now you can no longer use Coliseum Kid as a sub on this guy. Well, you technically can, but you just won't get his special ability to work as it's basically intended, because you need your captain to be striker or shooter. He's no longer striker, which is a big downfall to the character, but it just means that you're just going to be using him for different pieces of content. You're not going to be using Legend Lucy with Coliseum Kid anymore to just kind of cheese content with that. You're going to be using him with the free spirit units more likely than not now, which is cool, because he has really good synergy with them, and he's also an attack booster as well. So hypothetically, you could run this guy as your unit with as your captain with Luffy, Zoro, friend, and then you've got an attack booster, and you've got an orb booster and a chain lock. Like, it's a good combination. It really, really is. So that's one way to go about it, utilizing this new Legend Lucy, and utilizing it in that way is going to be very, very good for the upcoming pieces of content that we just got the data download for just today. So if we go over to Extra Island real quick, there's actually going to be a new event that's going to be available here if we go all the way to the start of Extra Island. So you can see that there is a new Speed, a new Hold'em, and a Basil Hawkins boss fight. So this is for the upcoming Blitz battle. I will be making a separate video about this, so definitely look forward to it. But this is a new Blitz battle where you're going to be getting a bunch of different rewards, and Legend Lucy is going to be really good for this. As I said, he synergizes really well with that new batch. I'm not 100% sure if his cooldown actually goes down upon super evolving. I hope it does. Let's actually go ahead and check the original Lucy. So it's 13 turns. And he gets 6 turns. I'm not too sure if this counts limit breaking. It's either 13 or 12 turns he goes down to. That's nice. That's really, really nice that he has that ability to do that. But he works really well with the new batch, as I said, and you're going to be needing the new batch to take on this Blitz battle if you want to be clearing it as fast as possible. And in a hypothetical situation, if you didn't pull Luffy, Zoro, or Sober Mask, like I know many people would not have, this is going to be a really good captain to use with a friend captain, Luffy, Zoro, to build teams around it to take on this event. So if you have Legend Lucy, which I think think a lot of you guys would have him if you played, especially during the Kaido celebration. Then this is going to be a great opportunity to get those skulls, super evolve him, and then you can use him in the upcoming event. Alternatively, obviously in the upcoming event, you don't have to use Lucy. You could use like Sabo Koala if you have them. You could use Luffy and Ace if you have them. There are other options, but Legend Lucy being the new shiny new toy that everyone's going to get a hold of, I think a lot of people definitely want to go ahead and use this character because he is actually pretty good. So that's the basic rundown of the brand new Legend Lucy 6+. I'm a big fan of his Super Evolution. I think he's fantastic. Also, he's really good in PvP. So when PvP eventually launches on Global, having this guy is going to be great because I believe he boosts speed of your Strength Dex quick units. And the new, if you've got V3 Cruzan as well, he also synergizes really well with this Lucy. So you can build a pretty good Strength Dex and quick team with some of these units coming out. So there we have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers. It would be awesome if we could reach that milestone, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But other than that, I'll see you guys within the next video.